Negotiate everything. You can literally almost negotiate every single thing in this life. Let's say, for example, we just had some wine, right? And we went to the store and it had a promotion. Well, if you get 6 bottles of wine, then you get a 15% off. So mathematically speaking, you basically almost getting the 6 bottle free. You only paid for 5 and you're getting the 6 bottle almost free. If you're gonna drink it, might as well get it all, right? And buy it. And you're gonna get a discount instead of just buying one and one and one and one. Makes a lot of sense. Then let's go to the next topic. There are a lot of options like that where you can save a lot of money. Just got to look for it. Just got to look for it. Home improvement stores. We all go to home improvement stores when some time or the other. They sell anything from, of course, paint. You got decorative items, appliances, anything else like that. What you have to look for is when you walk into the store, don't buy the first thing out there. The first thing you see is always going to be the most profitable for the home improvement store itself. That's the products you don't really want to get into unless you really want to. If you really want to, if you really have to have it, by all means. But if you walk back past a little bit into the back aisles, you can find the magical clearance / return / last year's model aisle, which nothing wrong with them. Most of the stuff is brand new. Some of the stuff might have a scratch on it. Who cares? If you can get 50, 40, 60% off of it, and it's got a scratch on the side. Let's say you're buying a fridge and it's got a scratch on the side that you're never gonna see. Who cares? It's got a little dent on it. Who cares? But you're gonna get 40% off, 50% off, and on top of it, don't just look at the price. I mean, you can get that discount, but additionally, you can talk to the manager, for example, and talk to them. Okay, well, I can see you guys got a 40% discount on it, right? Well, if you can do 50% on it, I'll pick it up. And a lot of times they say, okay, we'll do 50% on it. A lot of times, if you say like 60%, by all means, just whatever. You negotiate. You just negotiate and you can get a better deal. That's the key to it. That we're people. We're always looking for a good deal. And like I said, if you want something, you want to pay full price for it, nothing wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. But if you want the same thing, sometimes you can find and get it cheaper. Why not? Why not? You can spend $10, let's say $10 on gas or something like that, running around a couple of stores and finding out exact same product that's a lot cheaper. Would you want to do that? Yes, you do. $10 of gas, who cares? Same thing. Let's put it together. Let's go to the next topic. Let's go insurance, right? Let's say you are looking for insurance. Let's say you're starting out, you're just looking for insurance, and let's say you're making $10 an hour as well, just because $10 is a pretty easy thing to wrap your hand around. $10 an hour, right? So you call the first insurance company and they tell you $200 a month for the insurance, right? Okay. Well, you sound like it's good, but don't take that deal yet. Call another insurance company. Call another insurance company. Call another insurance company. If you spend, like, let's say an hour, you spend an hour on it, right? And instead of $200, some insurance company is going to come in and say, we'll give it to you for $100 an hour. I mean, a month, not an hour. Not $100 a month. But you only spend $10. So basically you spend 1 hour of your time, which is worth, a job, $10. So instead of that, you're saving yourself $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year. And your income at $10 an hour, let's say it's about, what, $20,000. So mathematically, how much you're saving? A lot. For your $10 a time, you're saving a lot of money. Well, we can talk about next. Furniture stores? Let's go to furniture stores, shall we? We can shop around there too. Furniture stores. Again, similar thing to how home improvement stores work. First thing you walk in, obviously the items that are just brand new, models, just came out and everything, and they make the most profit on it. Walk back, see what they got. See if they can get something. You might find some kind of treasure, a little nugget out there that you actually really want, and you can get 30, 40, 50, again, 60% off. And sometimes we had one situation, for example. I'll tell you about this chair right here. I'll tell you about this chair. This chair was originally $4,500. Wow. Amazing. It's spinny, whatever. Who cares? Wonderful, right? Amazing chair. But you know what? It had a sticker out there in the back. Not a sticker, but it was a little sign that said, well, we have a promotion right now, and it's 70% off and all that. Plus, we got this floor model and all that. So instead of paying $4,500 a month, $4,500 for the whole thing, we paid about, $400. Beautiful chair. Is it worth it? I mean, yeah, compared to $4,500. Would you spend $4,500 on it? Or would you rather spend $400? Same chair, same thing. Everything is the exact same thing. And there are multiple things like that. I'd love to show you. We're going to make some videos, actually. If you guys really like this, comment, subscribe, like. Let me know if you like this. I'll go to the stores. I'll show you the receipts too, because there are a lot of things like that I can show you, and you can save a lot of money on it. Let's touch on another topic just for the heck of it. I mean, cars. Let's talk about cars. So you go to a dealership, for example. Let's say you go to a dealership. I mean, you can always negotiate the price, especially if it's a used car, because they're making more money on a used. Actually, I tell you what, dealerships make more money and salesmen make more money on a used car than they generally make on a new car, because new car, generally, most of the time that when they sell, I mean, all that the salesman is going to get is a mini on it. Mini means, you know, like $100, $200, $300, whatever. On a used car, the profit margin is higher because somebody comes in and trade that in, and then they're making a healthy profit on that, and then, you know, a salesman's going to get their percent. Regardless, when you come in and buy a used car, what you do is you negotiate the price. You can come down about $1,000, $2,000, depends on a car, $3,000, $4,000 sometimes. You can't go too crazy, of course, on those. So we're going to negotiate on the price. But additionally, let's say they don't want to negotiate. Let's say right now the market has been hot, like last year it's been hot, and they don't want to negotiate price on it very much, right? It happens all the time. But they have certain packages, let's say, I don't know, the insurance package or something like that, care package, or just as simple as having those little carpets, you know, rubber carpets, rubber liners, whatever, something like that. If they can throw something else in as an extra and it doesn't cost you anything. I mean, for example, we bought a car and we liked the little toy that had the logo of our car in it. And we just like, hey, can you throw that in? Yeah, sure, we can throw that in. So basically, we got a free little toy on it. Pretty cool, pretty nice. And it's nice. It makes you feel better. And you didn't pay a dime for it. You didn't have nothing that you paid for it. Anything. Just negotiate. Like I said, negotiate. You can get a lot of things that you don't know about. Used cars. Let's talk about used cars that you purchased from somebody else, from a private party. A lot of people, like I said, what we mentioned at first, you know, here in America, we have a problem with financial literacy, and a lot of people don't understand how much some vehicles are worth. You know, not everybody is very astute on how much some vehicle is worth, how much some vehicle should be priced at. They don't know how to make the comparisons and everything else. So you have some guy, girl, whoever, they'll list their vehicle and they don't know. And then what you can come in at some point or the other and just offer them, let's say they list a car for $5,000. Come in there and say, well, you know, I got $3,500. I got $4,000 or something like that. And they come back and say, well, you know, yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable, but you know, if you can do $4,500 on it, I'll sell it to you. So instead of paying $5,000, you saved yourself $500 just right there. Isn't that nice? I mean, $500 you saved. So let's talk about a different topic that I'm a little more familiar with, real estate. So let's say just recently we actually purchased a pretty nice real estate investment property, and the listing price on that was $160,000, right? It seems reasonable, seems, you know, understandable, but we had a cash offer that we were throwing in, and I came in at 130. The seller refused it first time. I said, no, we can't do that. We got to have 135, 140, I think. 140 at first it started. And we had basically back and forth for like a whole week. And when I was at 130, I was pretty sad because that's what I felt like I was comfortable with that price. And that's what I was offering them, $30,000 under what they listed it for. We went back and forth for about a week. They asked 140. Could you do? No. Could you do 135? No, 130. I'm 130. Could you do 132 and a half? No, I'm still at 130. And then last thing, for that last day, before they accepted an offer, they said, oh, can you do 131? I'm like, no. I sent them a purchase agreement again. Last time, just sent them, okay, this is what I'm comfortable with. This is 130. That's it. Deal. 100 for just 1 week of my time, basically, we saved $30,000. Simple math right there. All you have to do is just negotiate. If I would just come in there like, well, okay, well, you listed $160,000, would you, well, I'm just going to give you that. You lost $30,000. You lost $30,000. That's insane. That's a lot of money. I don't care who you are. That's a lot of money. I don't care if you're a millionaire. I don't care if you're a multimillionaire. That's a lot of money that you just wasted on nothing. Instead, buy it for a better price. Anything can be negotiated. Even if you don't have cash to buy a property, you can always negotiate something. Even if they don't come down on a price, you can always ask for something. Talk to your real estate agent. There are certain points, and we can delve into it a little more if you guys want to. It's a huge topic that we can talk about. Like I said, negotiate everything and anything you can. That's extremely important. Let me know. Comment, subscribe, like.